Mike Tirico and Greg Olson in the booth. Riley Patterson on the field gets this thing going. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints led out by the rookie, Tyler Shough. Interesting story. Off injured in college. The third quarterback drafted out of Louisville with pick 40. Greg, he is now the QB for New Orleans.
Here's a guy, Mike, that has a really interesting college football journey. I mean, he is as well seasoned, I would say, as possible. Like, think about this. He played 7 different seasons of football at the college level. So he's got ideal size, he's got strength, he's got all the physical stuff. A little bit of a pocket passer, but he has the arm and a little of the mobility that you need to make plays and play quarterback at this level.
Brought in by Chris Olave. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good games, 19 for this one.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. This duo, dynamite. 18 yards on that connection, and another first.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
To the air once more, Shough. This is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Javon Vele was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
In trouble, and down he goes. Fitzpatrick, multiple times All-Pro in his safety spot to record the sack.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll motion the slot man right. On 3rd and long. Here's Shough. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A 42-yard attempt.
York's kick is good. And the Saints will take a 3-0 lead.
Dolphins, nothing.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Miami offense set to go, led by 27-year-old Tua Tagovailoa. Greg, hard to believe, 6th season as the Dolphins quarterback.
And this is a big season for both Tua and the Dolphins, Mike. They need to show that they're not just a 500 team that can sneak into the playoffs and just be happy to be there. They've had a lot of success. This offense has shown a lot of flash, 73 touchdown passes over the last 3 years. But it's time now for this group to be able to take that next step and see if they can really compete, not only in the AFC East, but to see if they can compete for a Super Bowl appearance.
That run on 1st down lost a couple, so it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Open man, Malik Washington. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Washington. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Tua. Now he'll air one out. That is hard. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 30 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Finds his tight end, Dulcich. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd down, 3 to go. To the air again, Tagovailoa. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
Tua, give it to Achane, and that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Tua. He's got it at about the 8. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another Dolphins.
That's a gain of 16 yards. And it sets up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Achane trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
The 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So backed up now to the 8-yard line. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Tua. He pulls it in around the 5. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Patterson's kick is good. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. He fields it at the 8. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Our game here is part of the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, a remembrance the NFL created a couple years back. What a great job they did, because no one deserves to be celebrated more than John Madden on Thanksgiving weekend. Coach Greg and I, all of us at EA Sports, we hope you had a terrific Thursday and you're setting up to settle in for some great football on this very special American holiday.
At the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 4. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. Taysom Hill working free downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And the Saints.
They get 24 on that one. First down, New Orleans.
45-yard line.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
He was trying to get it to Alvin Kamara that time.
Incomplete.
And that will lead to a second down.
2nd and 10.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Here's a toss to the right for Kamara.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
They'll run the sneak, and he's going to have the Saints first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Now Shuck. He'll get this out wide. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
The right side to Olave. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
That's another Saints first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Bradley Chubb. Tough to stop. He comes up with the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the gun, it's Shuck. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
From the gun on third down, Shuck. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot here at the end of the quarter, but it comes up incomplete. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This will be from 42 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints will take a 6-3 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
On the return, Malik Washington. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Play action. Tagovailoa. A throw on the move is caught. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They're going to run. That's the man from OK State, Ollie Gordon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They run on the jet sweep, and this defense having nothing of it. They get them down for a loss on the play.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now Tua. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
So on fourth down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Saints offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Shuck. This one complete to Hill. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
The defense not biting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
On second down, it's Shuck. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
A tough spot here. Third and long. Shuck. This one on target to Olave. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
This throw right side is caught by Hill. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 6. To the air again is Shuck. Quick throw taken in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Gain of 11.
11 yards on the pass there. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On the handoff, running left, it's Kamara. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Throwing on second down, Shuck. You'll get that complete to Mason Tipton. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Shuck. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Saints add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Washington now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's A-check. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Danny Stutzman there for the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. They get this into the hands of Devon Achane. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Man in motion here is Washington. He'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he'll get this to the 35. That's good enough for the first down.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard
And these are the tough yards you
line.
judge it back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that first down by about a yard or 2.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
A run, and it's Achane. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Every rookie that finds themselves in the lineup, Mike, they're trying to make plays that keep them in the lineup. Continue to show your coaches they can trust you as a young player in this league, and he continues to make plays like this. He's going to find himself in the lineup more and more often as the year unfolds.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
3rd and long. Here's Tua. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. That's Carl Granderson in there to record the sack.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Here's Jake Bailey now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. That's taken at about the 14. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Shuck. Left side into the hands of Olave. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 6. A give up the middle with Kamara. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They gain 18 yards on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
First and 10.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
We typically see the big guys up front, Mike, make plays at the line. But every so often, he's able to drive through, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. To the air is shot. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, here is Shuck. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
On the return, here's Washington. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
At their own
Out comes Miami
line.
and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Once again, it's Achane. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another first down.
Doesn't matter the level of football, Mike. If they can't stop it, keep running it until they can. And I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. I imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jonas Sanker is there to make the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll try to run for it. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They'll try it now with Achane. And he will have a Dolphins first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
And these plays, the decision on what they're going to call, Mike, it was decided days ago. They have on that play call sheet that you see from the offensive coordinator, they have an entire category just devoted to these situations. They know the players are going to be confident, they're going to be able to execute, and they're able to move the chains. In motion is Hill.
first down throw there is incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
On second down, here's Tagovailoa to the left side in the hands of Hill. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. In motion, Westbrook-Akine. Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
That's just a brutal miss, especially on 3rd down. I mean, if he delivers a good ball, Mike, that's a completion, 1st down, and this drive is alive. And I think he just tried to be a little too perfect, and he overshoots his target, and he's not there in time to reel it in.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
A short one taken at the 10. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Saints offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Play action, it's shot. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Saints going to use their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication.
That is the Pro Bowl safety, Mika Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
They'll take over 1st down and
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So, halftime straight ahead as we go up to Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Washington now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. A low-scoring game, all tied, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Achane. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll stay on the ground with Achan. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage. He's not gaining any either. It's third down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
From the gun on third down, Tagovailoa. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming out.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Saints offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Chuck. Now he'll just pitch this one out there.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Chuck. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's a give to Achan. Has an opening past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
A run up the middle with Achan. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge,
It's
Mike,
now
you have to
3rd
quickly
and 8.
determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Here's 2. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And are they going to mark this out of bounds? They are. It's out at the 1-yard line. What a kick. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And the defense signaling safety here. The official says he made it out of the end zone, but not by much.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
They'll go again here with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, New Orleans.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
In motion is Hill. On 3rd and 2, it is Shuck. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The Saints will punt this one away. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Tua, give it to Achane, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Tua going to hold on to this, and he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the gun, here's Tua. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. As he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Saints offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Off the play fake. Here's Shuck. Into space at the 45. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 32 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback, and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Now, faking the give. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and 9. Chuck. Throw right side to Olave. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Oh, and now movement up front, trying to get the defense to jump. One of the offensive linemen moved instead. That's on the former first-round pick, Cesar Ruiz. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. On the ground, here is Achane. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. Now, after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Third and long. Tua. This one down the field, but it'll wind up incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it's going to lead to fourth down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Saints offense and quarterback Tyler Shough heading back out to the field. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific. Oh, the ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now Shough. That one out wide for Kamara. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
Back to throw. His throw left side is complete. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
This one, returnable. And they'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
First and 10.
The Dolphins offense about ready to take over once more. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up second and 5.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 5. Off the bootleg, here's Tua. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up fourth down.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. Important punt here in this tie game late. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
The Saints offense ready to get back to work. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with first and 10. Throwing is Shough. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
yards on the
Well, let's
pickup.
give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. To the air is Shuck. Left side into the hands of Olave. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them.
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off, that ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected. I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
It's 3rd down, and here is Shuck. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9
So that's a big first down conversion because, Mike, as you take a look at the game clock, if they play this right, not only do they put themselves in position to score here to win this at the end, but they also can leave very little time left for their opponent to try to go down and answer.
Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. And let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
To the air again is Shuck. There's that man again. Another catch. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
They'll work the middle here with Kamara. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another run here with Kamara. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Devon Vele. Touchdown, Saints. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
On now, Cade York for the point after. He's got it. The Saints will go up by 7.
Makes the score Saints 16, Dolphins 9.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Washington now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Man in motion here is Washington. Play action. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and he'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
We're
all set to kick this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Saints offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. It's a give now to Kamara.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. A give up the middle with Kamara. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Now Shuck on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
The Saints lining up in punt formation as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. He'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A shotgun snap for Tua. A quick slant into the hands of Waddle. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and
The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively and bring him down for no gain.
A loss of 1.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take it. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, running left, it's Kamara. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
From the gun on 3rd down, Shuck. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback.
So here's Tua and the Dolphins down on the scoreboard. 2:19 to go. Plenty of time here. 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they begin 1st and 10. In motion, Westbrook-Akine. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come up for 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of a 1st down after a gain of 7.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And the drive will stay alive. He's got the 1st down up to the 44.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession, these 3rd downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with,
there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
A play fake. Now, 2 at a throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Nick Westbrook-Akine there. And it'll lead to a second down.
Second and 10.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. They'll go play action here. Uh-oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. They'll come up now for second down. Olave is the motion man. Throwing on second down, Shuck. He gets this to Moreau, left side. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. 18 yards on the pickup there and a first down. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to first and 10. From the gun, it's Shuck. Looking middle, he's got Moreau. Saints going to use their second timeout, and they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. It is second and a yard. To throw is Shuck. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Here, a short one to Taysom Hill.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Here's second and 6. The air once more. Shuck. Throw left side. That's Johnson. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. So they'll have to pick it up on third down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he's going to have the Saints first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Here we go. One final play. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once more. In motion is Hill. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 10. Tua going to give this to Wright. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
3rd and long. Here's Tua. And they go backwards here again. The defense stands tall, and it's 4th down.
It's almost like the defense knew the back was getting the ball there because from the moment the ball was snapped, there was a defender all over him, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team, and he's on for a big one here in overtime. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Saints offense make their way out to take over once more. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Chuck's going to try to run it himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
It is 3rd and long. To the air is Shuck. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. In motion, it's Waddle. Off play action, it's Tua. This throw right side is caught by Hill. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Man in motion here is Washington. They run again with Wright. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. It is caught. It is Westbrook-Ikhine. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one's good for 12 and a first down.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Whoa!
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
So now, pressure situation for Riley Patterson. This one to win it in overtime. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. So now, pressure situation for Riley Patterson. This one he's gotta have. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So a win here for the Dolphins. They knew a field goal would do it, and a pressure kick from distance was right on the money. They come away with the victory here in overtime. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.